morning and welcome. First, I want to thank all the participants here this morning who are here with us to truly enjoy and be a part of this monumental experience for Finlandia University and Finlandia Athletics. Special thanks to those members of the media here, family members of Coach Driscoll, staff and faculty, Board of Trustees members of Finlandia University, thank you. Also recognizing our audience online at fulines.com, so thank you for being with us. It is my extreme privilege to recognize Tim Driscoll as our first ever Finlandia Line head football coach. This has been a process that culminated several years ago in 2008, where we had a strategic vision then about the sport of football and what that sport can mean and will mean to the university and to the Hancock and Upper Peninsula communities. The developments at McAfee Field, beginning in 2010, was that next step in the process. With the announcement on March 6th of 2014 that we are in fact launching the sport and that we are heading in the direction of hiring our first coach. It's been a time-intensive, exciting process. We had a group of candidates that we felt very strongly about, and we were looking for that individual that had not just the coaching experience, but the meaning that we needed to have for Finlandia football and what it represents for our communities. Coach Driscoll has had many milestones as a coach in the football arena. Over the last 14 years, he's been able to serve as a defensive assistant, associate head, and defensive coordinator. His time at Michigan Tech University across the bridge, he's been able to experience championship moments as a member of the GLIAC football program there on 2 different occasions. Categorically, his defenses in the GLIAC were leaders on 4 different occasions. And as it's noted in the press release that we've distributed to all, over his 10 years at Michigan Tech, his defenses led the GLIAC in total yards against and total points scored against, meaning they were the fewest. And so his experience, his ability to coach has been recognized. His ability to walk into Finlandia in our environment, we feel, presents certain intangibles that we are looking for in a head coach. The UP connection. Tim's a UP guy. That's vitally important to the development of our program moving forward. He comes from a football family, a UP football family, which is vital to the development of our program. And he can draw off the resource and experience of not only his peers and colleagues and his network and relationships that he has with the UP schools, both collegiate and high school, but he has that family connection that he can rely on as well. And so without further ado, please again help me recognize Tim Driscoll as our first ever Finlandia football coach. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Chris, and thank all of you. I'm very, very excited for this opportunity, and to be able to be sitting here today, this is just outstanding. I want to answer why. Why do I think this is the time? Why is the time right to be the head football coach at Finlandia? Why is the time right to start the program? Well, number one, it's the only Division III football program in the Upper Peninsula, in the UP, and I feel very strongly that this is the opportunity for the UP kid that wants to play college football. You're going to have an opportunity to play here at Finlandia. And I know there's a couple other universities that have football in the Upper Peninsula, but, you know, they're not bringing all of the kids from the UP to play college football. And that's, you know, that's something that I really want to do. I want to give the local kid the opportunity to play college football. I've had a lifetime of preparation, really prepare myself for this leadership position. And I'm very excited about that. Now, what's this program going to be? What are we going to hang our hats on? You know, the quote that came to me that I think is, you know, kind of a model quote and kind of an attitude going into this situation is bring on the competition. Bring on the competition. I want this program to be competitive in all phases. So the first thing is going to be recruiting. We need to get the people here. We need to hire an assistant coach and later on a couple more assistant coaches, and we need to recruit a class. We need to get some seniors in high school this year that want to have that ability to be the first, you know, to be a part of the first team, be a part of the first class in this football program at Finlandia University. You know, I believe the vision of the football program is outstanding. You know, take your time, take a look at the drawings, the renderings, the pictures of, you know, what's going to be the Lion's Den. You know, a 3-story facility with, you know, with a press box, with coaches' offices, with locker rooms, with everything that you need to run a program. Okay, you know, and we'll talk about the facilities and what's going to happen at a later date. But I'm excited about all of that kind of stuff. I want to be the first. Okay, so we're going to recruit. We're going to hire our next coaches. The next thing we want to do is establish a philosophy of the program. Okay, get the players in the program to be competitive people, and you know, get them to have the attitude. Bring on the competition. All right, and then I want to develop quality young men as the program gets going. And you know, last but certainly not least in my profession, we want to win some football games. We want to win some football games when we get here. So, you know, I think the program, it's going to take a ton of effort, okay? But I'm gonna put forth that effort with a ton of enthusiasm. The players that come here are gonna be disciplined players, and they're gonna be courageous guys. And the whole thing, we're gonna have a lot of pride about that situation, about Finlandia football, and about the opportunity to be here and to be a part of this program. I'm very, very excited about this program, and I'd like to answer any questions. So right now, I want to open it up to any questions that you might have for me, or anybody up here.
How do you start to sell kids to come to a program as you're starting out?
Well, I really need to sell the vision. You know, sell the vision and the opportunity. And like I say, the vision of it is outstanding. You know, the field is already there. Okay, the rest of it that's going to be up there, and you know, Finlandia University is doing it right. You know, starting this program with already having the field in place, already having plans in place for a locker room to house a team, and that sort of thing. So, you know, number one is we need to develop the vision even more, and sell that vision to kids that want to come here. The next one is sell the opportunity. It's just an opportunity for somebody to play the greatest sport that there is, and at the greatest, you know, and it's in college. It's college football. Sell that opportunity to be a college football player and to receive a great degree in college, but you know, be so well-rounded here at Finlandia. And then, you know, there's going to be people that want to be a part of the first team, the first program, the first class, and let's get those people here.
Coach, congratulations on the job, first of all. Secondly, who are you going to play? Have you started to think about scheduling?
Yes, we have talked about scheduling for our first season, and we're somewhat in negotiation for conference affiliation, which Chris has done a lot of stuff prior to my arrival here, scheduling, and we have a number of games scheduled for next year, and I'm not sure which ones you want to announce. I'll let you field the rest of that question or the rest of the story there for that. But you know, we will have teams to play, and he's passing off the baton in a sense to me to continue scheduling for 2015 and then into the future.
How many games are you allowed to play in the season?
We're allowed to play 10, minimum of 7. So we'll have at least 7 in 2015, hopefully a few more.
Okay, question I've always posed to Chris is Finlandia is 60% female in student body. Do you feel that you can bring in enough people to enough boys to fill them up?
Well, that's a big question, and that's what we want to do. Is we want to sell the vision of this program and be able to do that. And the question I was asked in my interview, if that's possible, I believe it is, because I'm going to go out and compete to recruit kids and get kids in here. Now, my assistant coaches are also going to compete to get kids in here, and you know, I think the quality of the school speaks for itself. We just need to find guys that want to come to the school and play football, and I think there are, and I think in the area. There's kids sitting there that want to play college football that just don't have that opportunity right now, that this gives them that opportunity. So we'll fill that out.
So you feel the four-county area of Coffee, as we call it, can provide a good supply for it?
The four-county area, but the UP as a whole, northern Wisconsin, you know, the radius that the UP gives us, and then northern Wisconsin will be, I would say, the bulk of the kids. You know, but there are some city-based places, you know, the Twin Cities, downstate Michigan, that we will look at. You know, but we want to get this done with local kids as much as we can.
Your resume is very strong defensively. What's going to be your offensive philosophy?
Well, you know, my philosophy in winning football games is that you need to control the football. You need to win the time of possession. And, you know, it may be a little old-fashioned, I guess, with some of the new offenses coming around, the Philadelphia Eagles and whatnot. But if you look at the last 3 years, the FCS national champion, they have a team that establishes a run game. They have a team that can control the football. And then they do have great defense to win championships. So, you know, I'm not saying that's in our near future, but we're going to prepare to compete and to win football games. So we're going to control the football offensively. And, you know, just to where I was the previous 10 years, our offense did a great job of doing that as well.
Well, that is a process right now. We've been working very diligently on establishing a date, not only for the next phase of developments there, meaning the groundbreaking, but then the completion. And so we're fully anticipating that structure, the amenities at Mackley Field will be ready and available for the inaugural season beginning next fall.
Oh, so you think that the whole structure that's scrapped and stuff will be ready by the fall 2015?
That is our expected timeline, correct.